Director of Cross Country and Track and Field, Mick Byrne, is here. We'll have some opening comments, then take questions.
Yeah, I just saw Coach Hyde out at out in the hallway in Coach Granado, and we had a great weekend for Badger Sports, and kind of got me all fired up. I did watch some of the swimming on Saturday, and see those kids compete hard was awesome. And kind of got the juices flowing a little bit too early, but in saying that, conference championships and tournaments are what it's all about. It's what gets us coaches excited, and our meet this weekend is no exception. I happen to think it's the best track and field meet in the country. It's pure competition. All the marks so far for the season that kids put down go out the window. It's head-to-head competition, and kind of that's what gets us all excited and fired up. So in saying that, we're really looking forward to the meet. It's in a great venue, the Spire in Cleveland, just outside of Cleveland, and great stadium. Kids love being there, 300-meter oversized track. So we're looking forward to that. In terms of our program and our teams, earlier this year we set a goal for both men and women. We said you had to be in the top 15 on the descending order list. We felt like it was time to raise the bar and kind of get kids getting excited about getting on the bus and making it mean something. So in saying that, we have a squad of 23 men and 22 women that rose to the occasion during the season, and we're kind of excited about where we are with both programs and who's actually on the roster and going to the meet. On the women's side, our team captain, Georgia Ellenwood, will go on the HEP, and last year Georgia just lost the championship by 1 point, and the year before she was second. So I know, speaking with Georgia, she's very excited about this weekend's competition and wants that Big Ten title. So she's also sixth in the long jump, so we'll have to figure out how that plays out in the team scoring and whether she'll actually go in that event. But there is a possibility that she'll do the long jump and possibly the high jump. But her main event is the pentathlon. In the weight throw, Bonky O'Guinea's currently ranked number 2 in the conference, 10th nationally. So we're looking for a big performance from Bonky. She's just a couple of inches behind the conference leader from Ohio State. She's also ranked 8th in the shot put. Taylor Ammon had a great meet this past weekend at home at the Shell Shocker. Set a new school record in the pole vault, 13 feet 6 in 1/2 inches, and had a good shot at the national rankings. Just missed 10th place in the rankings for the pole vault. She failed on her third attempt. Freshman Shanae Okoronkwo in the triple jump is currently ranked 2nd. Kind of revelation for the indoor season so far. 42 feet 10 3/4 inches. She's currently ranked 17th in the nation, just a few centimeters off qualifying for the national championships, and hopefully she'll have a shot at that this weekend. Brenna Detra had a huge performance last weekend at the Iowa State meet. Ran one of the fastest 800 meters in school history, 2:06.47. She's currently ranked 4th in the conference. Ebony McClendon is 7th in the 60 meters. Kennedy Blonick is 6th in the shot put. And then if you add in our distance crew, Amy Davis, Alicia Monson, who had a great run 2 weekends ago at the USA National Cross Country meet, finishing 3rd, making the US team, junior team. Add in Sarah Descends in the 5K, and Michelle Lee currently ranked 6th and 7th in the conference. So we think we've got a good mix on the women's side, young, old, and experience. On the men's side, Morgan McDonald, the defending 3,000-meter champion, will run that event. Morgan is currently 6th in the nation. In the weight throw, Riley Booty had a huge throw this past weekend, 72 feet 11 1/4, currently ranked 6th in the nation and number 1 in the conference. Lorenzo Larry is currently ranked 3rd in the 60 meters, 6:72. Ryan Davis and Corbin Ellis are both potential scorers for us in the 400 meters. Ryan is currently ranked 5th. And in the pole vault, Rashid Koulibaly, freshman, kind of another revelation for this season, 16 feet, 6 1/4. He's currently ranked 6th in the conference. Tim Guthrie and Jake Wellingfang, also pole vaulters, highly ranked in that event. In the shot put, Josh McDonald is currently ranked 8th. And then we'll always hopefully get our big points out of the HEP guys, Brandon Mortensen, Trent Nitez, and Zach Lorbach. And you add to that young freshman Olin Hacker in the distance, of course Maliki Schroblegen, who's always scored in the 3 and 5K for us, and then a young freshman, Ben Eidenschink. So, like the women, we feel that we've got a great mix of both, broad spectrum of events between the sprints, the jumps, the throws, and distance. So, kind of really excited about where we're at right now.
Sounds almost championship worthy, Mick.
Well, we, had a war room meeting today, we call it. All the coaches get in a room. We look at what's gone on, throughout the season. We look at the rankings, and we try to score out the meet. It's a tight meet, that's for sure. Again, as I said at my opening remarks, it's a championship meet, and it's all about performing at its head-to-head competition, performing in the championship environment. Anything can happen. So, marks go out the door, but certainly your superstars are in the conference are always going to shine at a meet like this. They're superstars for a reason. They're nationally ranked for a reason. So we think it's a tight competition. On the men's side, Indiana, Michigan, right now are probably favorites. And then it's close for the next couple of spots. But again, that's just on season performances on the descending order list. On the women's side, it's probably the same between Michigan, Indiana, and probably Minnesota. So it's going to be close.
AJ?
How is it having this meet at a neutral site at the Spire Institute?
This is our 4th or 5th year now. Completely different atmosphere than on a college campus. I think at some stage here in the very near future, we're going to return to college campuses. There's more and more institutions with facilities that can host a meet. It kind of takes a lot of the atmosphere out of the meet, but the flip side of that is the actual stadium itself. It's an international type stadium, can probably seat anywhere up to 5,000-6,000 spectators. So it's a fast track. I think the kids like performing on that, but it does take away that institutional atmosphere.
What is Taylor Almond cleared in practice?
That's a secret.
Okay.
We don't want to talk about that.
She can go higher.
A bar or two higher in practice. That will get her into the national meet, and that's going to be the big goal. Obviously, getting to meets and getting to the national championships is awesome, but scoring points at the Big Ten is better. Going back to this past weekend when I talked about watching our women swimmers, and the atmosphere poolside was incredible just to watch that. And that's the type of atmosphere that we're going to see this weekend. All the student athletes are on the track, close to it, cheering on their teammates. It's a lot of fun. So, performing in that type of atmosphere and performing at home in a meet like the Shell Shocker is completely different. Some of our athletes are young. They're going into that environment for the first time. So it's again, as I keep saying, marks go out the door in a championship event like this. But it's, who can perform. But certainly in practice, Taylor's shown that she can go a lot higher. I think the school record attempt on, that was a big deal for her. She got very excited about that at the end. I think it took some energy out of her.
I want to ask you about Georgia, too. She's been so close. Could that be a hindrance because she wants it so badly?
No, she's international experienced athlete. I think Georgia knows how to spread out that energy in the event. She's not going to be put off by that at all. It's something that she wants. She's talked about it. We thought she had it last year, but she just lost out by a point or two. So I don't think that's going to be an issue when she goes there. She knows that her getting those 10 points for us, for the team, is going to be huge, and she accepts that responsibility, which is awesome.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thanks,
Thank
Mick.
you.